Starting a YouTube channel is a great way to provide any kind of value to help you gain a growing follower base. If you're already on Instagram/TikTok and doing reels and making TikToks, the good news is that you're already used to making videos, which includes camera work and editing and uploading. So you can get started pretty quickly. And your main challenge, I think, will be posting longer form content, being 5 to 10 minutes, because that is the biggest difference. The next thing that you need to understand is that on short form content platforms like TikTok and Instagram, that you can post, once a day, twice a day, 4 times a day, relatively easily. Now, 4 times I would say is stretching it. That sounds like a lot, but you can do it. And it's not quite a full-time job, but posting, once a day, 7 days a week on YouTube is a full-time job because of the difference that it takes to create a 10-minute video. It takes me about an hour to make 2 10-minute videos between changing clothes and rereading my scripts and, maybe a quick break. It takes me like an hour to make 2 videos. And I make 10 in a day, typically. Another question that often comes up is how long is it going to take for me to start to grow a follower base? Now, when I was doing research for my YouTube channel, I was told somewhere about the vicinity of 50 videos. And really, even now, I'm not happy with it. I have no subscribers to speak of. And I'm only getting a few views per video, but it took me up to 50 videos to even get something that was remotely worth thinking about. For some people, it's going to be, 20 videos. For others, it's going to be 100 videos before they start getting something. It's going to vary because there are millions of channels on YouTube, and and what YouTube really is looking for is they're looking for a time investment. They're looking for a video investment as well. They want, they want a lot of content, and they want all of it, kind of consistently, and they want you to be there for years. That's what YouTube is looking for. Instagram and TikTok, on the other hand, they want a lot of content. Yes, okay. So I would say that they're very similar in that regard. However, they don't really care when it comes. They just say, oh, you posted. All right, that's going to go out, and that's going to go on, that's going to go over here, and it's as fast as possible. It's going to try to spread it out. YouTube kind of plays more of the long game, where if you've ever seen a creator who just stops posting for a little bit, or a creator who likes to post intermittently, and you're still relatively new to their channel, what they're going to do is if you watched a few videos, obviously, and you've kind of like subscribed, maybe unofficially, is they're going to say, okay, like you've watched his last 5 videos, so I'm going to suggest, videos from their past to kind of help get you along to their next posting. If you really are interested, I can see in YouTube's algorithm, you can see if you truly are interested. In reality, you shouldn't be focused on how many videos it takes. If it's 50, if it's 100, the key thing with YouTube and growing, other than consistency and putting in the time, is learning to get better. See, with Instagram, TikTok, they're not quite as concerned, well, more TikTok than Instagram. They're not quite as concerned with quality because of how it's set up. On TikTok, you're scrolling through videos and it's immediately from one video into the next. You don't really have a choice of you're not making a choice of the video that you're watching. On YouTube, now you have the addition of thumbnails and titles and how that plays a part. Titles are all about search engine optimization, or SEO, to put it out there, which is appealing to the algorithm in short, very, very short. And, thumbnails is all about attracting a viewer to your video over the other 50 very colorful and very interesting looking thumbnails that could potentially be in front of them. So it's much harder to get somebody to watch your video. And you have to focus very much on getting your video to as many people as possible to try to get, that click-through rate. If you constantly are trying to get better and better, you will most likely see better, everything really. Growing up kind of in that YouTube world, it wasn't so much about making 5 or 10 minute content. Yes, sometimes I have videos that are a tad bit short and I wish that they could have been longer. However, that wasn't so much the challenge. The challenge when I started on YouTube, or when I started trying to expand into short form content, was trying to get down to 60 seconds or 90 seconds. That was hard. And I would say that if you're coming from the opposite direction, where you're coming from short form content into long form content, you're going to have that issue where you're used to a certain form of content. You know, if you make talking videos, you have to now expand it and stretch it and not always be repeating yourself constantly. Although, you know, sometimes it happens. I'll 100% guilty of that one. But, you know, you can now expand and actually talk, because YouTube, there is no time limit. You can make 10-hour videos and YouTube's going to be like, cool. You know, the only thing you have to deal with at that point is the upload time, which sometimes if your internet sucks, it's not all that great. And with long form content, you have to remember that your introduction is very important, that you have to produce a good image of yourself and your surroundings, and, you know, all this stuff matters a little bit more because people are going to be watching it longer. And, you know, not to mention the fact that, you know, a lot of times I click on videos. I mean, just speaking personally, I will click on videos just to be like, well, is this going to be interesting? You sit through the ads and you click off in a second and you're just like, man, like I sat through ads for that? You know, so make sure that if somebody's going to sit through the ads, that you have a good introduction sitting there for them, or you have at least very good content. Maybe the introduction's kind of but, you know, presenting a good image, having good content overall is the most important, because people are going to want to be there longer, and you want people to stick around for longer as well, especially with shorter attention spans becoming more and more relevant. With only being able to post 2 to maybe 4 times a week, you're not going to have as much ability to correct mistakes, at least certainly not as quickly. You know, you're going to say, well, this thumbnail bombed, but you're not going to realize it until a month later, because of how YouTube works and how the video spreads itself out. And one of the other issues that YouTube is fighting with is that people are preferring short form content. They really are. And that's something that you're going to have to figure out as well. How can you create longer form content and still capture attention? Okay, so wrapping this video up into a few short sentences, what do you expect when you start a YouTube channel? So first off, I wouldn't expect anything until 50 videos. Are you likely to succeed before then? Absolutely. But if you keep your expectations down, then when you exceed them, you'll be that much happier. Always be trying to improve everything. Your technical quality, you always be improving on your SEO, your titles, your thumbnails, your descriptions, all of it. And you should succeed fairly quickly, really. Good luck. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.